You have about 20 minutes before you're completely paralyzed.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer into Reaction. What I'm looking at today is the trailer for Don't Move, which is produced by Sam Raimi. And his name is the largest name on the poster beyond the title of the movie. And I can understand that because Sam Raimi has had a very influential career as far as genre film is concerned. That being said, I don't know if he's at the peak of his powers anymore, because he directed 2022's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And that was, by my reckoning, pretty good. But that was also a movie that underwent a lot of rewrites based on Raimi coming in after the fact. So that movie, I imagine, if it began with Sam Raimi, would have been remarkably different than the movie we got, which, once again, I enjoyed. Though as far as Sam Raimi films go, I can't help but go back to 2009's Drag Me to Hell, which I think is such a misfire. Reason being, what I think it's trying to do is capture the tone of Evil Dead 2, which is to say you have horror mixed with over-the-top comedy. And I'm not sure it worked that well in Evil Dead 2, to be totally honest with you. It definitely doesn't work in Drag Me to Hell. It is silly, it is borderline stupid at points, which I have to admit, for a movie from Sam Raimi, was a huge disappointment. It had lots of great elements in it, don't get me wrong, but the whole direction is kind of misguided. If it could have just toned back that humor, don't get rid of it entirely, but tone it back. Make it less the Marx Brothers and more George Carlin. I think it would have really worked particularly well. But once again, it was too much over the top and too silly. Though, as the poster says, Sam Raimi produced Don't Move. Now, I don't know what kind of producer Sam Raimi is. I don't know if he is a Guillermo del Toro type producer, which is to say, you leave the directors alone to do what they do. If they need your help, they can reach you. But if they don't, you leave them alone. So I can't speak to the type of producer Sam Raimi is. I should also mention that I only recently learned that this movie was a thing. I haven't looked up the synopsis on IMDb. I have not gone to any site to find information about it. So I'm going into this entirely vacant. Well, more so than I typically am.
Have you started to feel it yet?
What did you do to me?
Just a special relaxant to make things easier on both of us.
Are you crazy?
You have about 20 minutes before you're completely paralyzed. At minute 1, your fine motor skills will start to go. At minute 10, your legs will begin tingling. Minute 15, your legs will give out altogether. At minute 18, your breathing will become labored. And just before everything shuts down on you, your voice.
Well, that was a trailer for Don't Move. And it is a literal title, by the way. It is not referring to anything peripheral to the story. And it's kind of clever. I admit I like the concept, and I think Sam Raimi knows a good concept when he hears or sees it, because this movie has a banger of a concept. So what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer into Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like or a follow.